This is Kayoma, the girl with every luxury bag and a life that looks like a movie. Her Instagram grid is a perfect mosaic of champagne flutes, designer heels, and sunsets from places most people only dream about. Today, she's at the Grand Meridian Hotel for an exclusive product launch. The marble lobby gleams under crystal chandeliers. Models in tailored suits glide past. Kayoma adjusts her Hermes Birkin and steps into the ballroom like she owns it. Everyone notices her. Eyes track the bag. Cameras flash. She smiles, posed and practiced, but whispers follow her like shadows. How does a 24-year-old afford all this? No visible job, no brand deals announced, just endless luxury. Kiyoma doesn't answer questions. She lets the mystery work for her. Attention is currency, and she's rich in both. She accepts a glass of champagne from a server and moves toward the VIP lounge. That's when she sees him. A man in a charcoal suit, silver cufflinks, no name tag. He's watching her with the calm focus of someone who knows exactly who she is. He approaches. No small talk. He slides a black envelope across the cocktail table. Private yacht appearance this weekend. NDA required. Premium fee. His voice is low, transactional. You'll fit right in. Kiyoma's pulse quickens. She's heard about these events. Invitation only, cash upfront, no questions asked. The kind of gigs that fund the life she posts online. She opens the envelope just enough to see the figure written inside. Her throat tightens. That's 3 months of rent, maybe more. What's expected? She asks, keeping her voice steady. Presents. Photos. Stay close to the VIPs. Look the part. He taps the envelope. Everything else is in the contract. You sign tonight or the spot goes to someone else. Kioma glances around the room. Girls in borrowed dresses. Influencers begging for brand partnerships. She's been climbing for 2 years and every step costs something. This is just another transaction. Another upgrade. She pulls out her phone and types a single word. Confirm. The man nods and walks away. The envelope stays on the table, sleek and black, like a door she just opened. Kioma finishes her champagne and slips the envelope into her bag. Around her, the party hums with laughter and clinking glasses. No one knows what she just agreed to. But across the room, someone is watching. A younger girl with wide eyes and a knockoff handbag. She's holding her phone like it's a lifeline, scrolling through Kioma's profile, whispering to her friend, "That's her. That's the girl I want to be." Kioma doesn't notice. She's already thinking about the yacht. The yacht is everything the envelope promised. White leather seats, thick decks, a skyline that stretches like a postcard. Kioma steps aboard in a silk slip dress and oversized sunglasses, her phone already angled for the perfect shot. She posts a carousel, champagne bottle, horizon, her reflection in gold tinted glass. Caption: Blessed. Within an hour, her notifications explode. Followers spike, comments pour in. How do you live like this? Teach me your secrets. You're an icon. Kioma smiles and pockets her phone. This is the goal. Curate the fantasy. Keep the glam flowing. Never let them see the fine print. She signed the NDA last night without reading past the payment terms. Stay close to VIPs. No disclosure. Staged photos only. She didn't care. The fee cleared before sunrise. A handler in a crisp white shirt approaches. Kioma, right? You'll be seated near the bow for dinner. Mr. Adeyemi likes proximity. Keep your phone visible. Smile often. He hands her a glass of champagne. And remember, what happens on the yacht stays on the yacht. She nods. The rules are simple. Be beautiful. Be available for photos. Be silent about everything else. She's done this before at smaller events, private dinners, club VIP sections. This is just a bigger boat. Dinner is served on the upper deck. Lobster, caviar, men in expensive watches and women who look like runway models. Kioma sits where she's told, laughs when expected, leans in when a photographer circles. Mr. Adeyemi, a man in his 50s with silver hair and a Patek Philippe, touches her shoulder for a group photo. She doesn't flinch. The flash pops. Later, she posts another photo. The sunset, a champagne toast, her hand draped over the yacht railing. No tags, no names, just the illusion of effortless luxury. Her follower count climbs past 80,000. That night, her phone buzzes. A DM from a girl she doesn't know. The message is simple, desperate. You're my role model. I'm broke and stuck. Teach me how to live like this. Please. Kioma stares at the screen. The girl's profile shows a public university, thrift store hauls, motivational captions about grinding. She's exactly where Kioma was 2 years ago. Hungry, hopeful, willing to do anything for the upgrade. Kioma types a response. Stay focused. Work smart. Opportunities come to those who show up. It's a lie wrapped in inspiration. She deletes the part about NDAs and handlers and stage proximity. She hits send and locks her phone. The yacht rocks gently. Music drifts from the lower deck. Kioma finishes her champagne and goes to bed in a cabin that costs more per night than most people earn in a month. She doesn't think about the girl. She doesn't think about the fine print. She thinks about the next invite. The restaurant is called Apex and it lives up to the name. Floor to ceiling windows overlook the city. The clientele whispers in 6 languages. Kioma arrives in a bodycon dress and heels that cost more than her first car. The handler from the yacht, his name is Femi, is waiting at a private table. You did well last weekend, Femi says, sliding a tablet across the table. Mr. Adeyemi requested you for his Monaco trip, but we have other options, bigger venues, better fees. Kioma scrolls through the screen. Mansion parties in Banana Island, exclusive clubs in Dubai, another yacht, this one twice the size. Each listing includes a fee range and a single line. Discretion mandatory. What's the next tier? She asks. Femi smiles. You're looking at it, but tier 2 requires more visibility, closer proximity to the host, more photos, more presence. He taps the screen. You'll be paired with a new recruit. Her name is Ada. Young, eager. She idolizes you. Kioma's stomach tightens. Why pair me with anyone? Optics. 2 glamorous women photograph better than one. Plus, she needs someone to show her the ropes. You'll mentor her. Femi leans back. She's your responsibility. Keep her in line and you both move up. Let her slip and you both fall. Kioma scrolls to Ada's photo. She's 21, doe-eyed, holding a cheap handbag like it's treasure. The caption on her profile reads, One day, I'll have it all. When do I meet her? Kioma asked. Tonight. There's a brand bonus if you close a deal at the Lux Club event. Ada will shadow you. Teach her to smile, stay close, and keep her mouth shut. Kioma nods. The tablet shows a feed that makes her pulse race. She's been climbing this ladder for 2 years, and every rung costs a piece of honesty. But the view from the top is worth it. That night at the Lux Club, Ada arrives in a borrowed dress and star-struck eyes. She grips Kioma's arm like a lifeline. I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm meeting you. Kioma forces a smile. Stick with me. Don't ask questions. Just smile and follow my lead. The club is dark, pulsing with bass and strobe lights. VIP booths line the upper level. Femi directs them to a table where 3 men in tailored suits are waiting. Bottles of champagne arrive without being ordered. A photographer materializes. Kioma leans in. Ada mirrors her. Flash, flash, flash. One of the men, older and heavier, gestures for Ada to sit closer. She hesitates. Her eyes find Kioma's. Is this safe? Ada whispers. Kioma's jaw tightens. She remembers asking the same question 2 years ago. No one answered honestly then. She won't start now. Just smile, Kioma says. Ada sits closer. The man drapes an arm over the booth behind her. The photographer captures it. Femi nods from across the room. Kioma finishes her champagne and reaches for another. The brand bonus is already in her account. Kioma's apartment looks like a showroom. White walls, gold accents. A walk-in closet lined with designer bags. Each one color coordinated and camera ready. Today, she's filming a vlog, her most polished lie yet. She sets up her ring light and tripod. The script is memorized. Work hard, play hard, invest in yourself. Opportunities follow discipline. She wears a matching Chanel set and holds a quilted bag like a trophy. Behind her, the city skyline glitters through floor-to-ceiling windows. Good morning, everyone, she says into the camera, voice bright and confident. A lot of you ask how I afford this lifestyle. The truth? I work smart. I show up. I say yes to the right opportunities and no to distractions. Success isn't luck, it's strategy. She doesn't mention the NDAs. She doesn't mention Femi or the yacht or the men who pay for proximity. She sells the fantasy. the girl who made it on her own terms. The video goes live within an hour. Comments flooding. You're so inspiring. Goals. I want your life. A luxury skincare brand slides into our DMs with a partnership offer. The terms are generous, 5 figures for 3 months of posts. The contract hinges on one thing: a clean lifestyle narrative. Chioma signs without hesitation. Clean is her brand. Aspirational, untouchable. She films the unboxing, the testimonial, the glossy lifestyle shots. The skincare brand reposts her content. Her follower count breaks 100,000. That night, Ada texts her, "Can we talk?" "I'm scared." Kioma ignores it. She's too busy editing the next post, a carousel of her new car, a sleek white sedan with a red bow. The caption: Manifestation works. What she doesn't show. Femi arranged the list. The ball is rented. The photo shoot took 4 hours and cost more than the first month's payment. But across the city, Ada is sitting in her cramped apartment, scrolling through Kioma's feed. Her phone is in her other hand recording. She films herself whispering into the camera, "This is what they don't show you." She opens her Photos app. There's a short clip from last week, the Lux Club, VIP wristbands on the table. Femi directing them to stay close. A stack of NDA folders in the background. Ada's thumb hovers over the delete button. She doesn't press it. Instead, she saves the clip to a hidden folder and locks her phone. Outside her window, the city hums with ambition and secrets. Ada lies down and stares at the ceiling. She's beginning to understand the price of the party. The second yacht is bigger, the sunset is redder, the music is softer, designed to fade into the background of curated memories. Kioma steps aboard in a gold slip dress, Ada trailing behind in silver. They match, intentionally. Femi's orders. Tonight's client is high profile, Femi says, handing them each a champagne flute. Photos only. Stay close during dinner. Smile for the cameras. No phones after 9 p.m. Chioma nods. Ada's hand trembles around her glass. This is her third event, and the rules are starting to crack her polish. She keeps looking at Kioma for reassurance. Kioma keeps looking away. The guests arrive, men in tailored suits, women in couture, everyone wealthy enough to rent anonymity. A photographer moves through the crowd, capturing moments that will never be posted but will live forever in private albums. Kioma has learned not to ask why. Dinner is served on the upper deck. Kioma is seated next to a man in his 60s with a diamond pinky ring and a voice like gravel. He introduces himself as Mr. Okonkwo. He doesn't ask her name, he already knows it. "You photograph well," he says, leaning in slightly. The photographer circles. "Let's get a shot together." Kioma leans in. Her smile is automatic, rehearsed. The camera flashes. Mr. Okonkwo's hand rests on the back of her chair. Another flash. "Closer," the photographer says. Femi nods from across the deck. Kioma shifts her seat. Mr. Okonkwo's hand moves to her shoulder. The champagne tastes like metal. Across the table, Ada is frozen. A younger man, maybe 40, gestures for her to lean in for a photo. She glances at Kioma. Her eyes are wide, pleading. Kioma lifts her glass in a silent toast. "Just smile." Ada obeys. The evening blurs. More photos, more champagne, more proximity. By 10 p.m., the deck is quieter. Femi pulls Kioma aside and hands her a sleek black folder. "Sign here," confirms tonight's appearance. "Payment clears tomorrow." Kioma flips through the pages. The NDA is thicker this time. More clauses, more penalties, more silence required. She signs without reading. She's signed dozens of these, but Ada is watching. She's standing near the railing, phone low at her side, filming. The mirrored panel behind Kioma reflects everything. The NDA table, Femi's hand on the folder, Kioma's face, clear and undeniable. Ada stops recording and slips her phone into her purse. Her hands are shaking. She finishes her champagne and sets the glass down too hard. It cracks. A staff member rushes over. "Are you all right?" "Fine," Ada whispers. But she's not. She's thinking about the clip on her phone. She's thinking about the girl who DM'd Kioma last week, asking how to live like this. She's thinking about what happens when the truth leaks. The video is 12 seconds long. It appears on a burner account with no profile picture and a single caption: "What really powers the glam?" The footage is shaky but clear. VIP wristbands on a glass table. A handler, Femi, directing two women to stay close to a group of older men. A stack of NDA folders in the foreground. And then reflected in a mirrored panel. Kiyoma's face, unmistakable. Within 3 hours, the video has 10,000 views. By morning, it's viral. Kiyoma wakes to her phone exploding. Notifications flood every app. Her DMs are a wildfire of accusations, questions, screenshots. Her hands shake as she scrolls through the comments. This isn't inspiring, it's manipulation. She's selling a lie to young girls. What else is she hiding? The hashtag Kioma Exposed is trending. Fan accounts are deleting posts. Critics are compiling timelines, yacht photos, luxury hauls, vague captions about opportunities. Everything looks different now, framed by 12 seconds of truth. Kioma calls Femi. He doesn't answer. She calls again. Voicemail. Her email inbox chimes. The subject line makes her stomach drop. URGENT. Contract review required. It's from the skincare brand. The partnership that paid 5 figures. The one built on a clean lifestyle narrative. You've become aware of footage circulating online that contradicts the brand values outlined in your contract. Per the morals clause, section 7.3, we are suspending all campaign activity pending further review. Please respond within 24 hours. Kioma reads it 3 times. Her vision blurs. She opens Instagram. Her follower count is dropping hundreds at a time. The comments on her most recent post are brutal. How many NDAs did you sign? Who else is in those rooms? You lied to us. She deletes the post, then another, then another. But the video keeps spreading. Someone screen recorded it. Someone else posted it on Twitter. A commentary channel with 2 million subscribers just uploaded a breakdown. The dark side of influencer glam. Her phone buzzes. A text from Femi. Stay silent or you'll lose everything. Kioma throws her phone across the room. It hits the wall and cracks. She sits on the floor of her pristine apartment, surrounded by luxury bags and gold accents, and realizes the walls are closing in. Across the city, Ida is sitting in her cramped bedroom, watching the video go viral. Her finger hovers over the second clip she saved, the one of Kioma, entering a private area with VIPs, the one that shows even more. She hesitates, then she uploads it. The internet erupts. The trend dashboard is a bloodbath. Kioma's name is paired with words like fake, misleading, unsafe for girls. Think pieces are published within hours. A parenting blog warns mothers to monitor who their daughters follow. A Gen Z commentator calls her a cautionary tale wrapped in Chanel. Kioma sits in her apartment, curtains drawn, phone face down on the coffee table. She hasn't eaten in 12 hours. She hasn't slept in 24. Every time she closes her eyes, she sees the mirrored panel, her face reflected in the leaked footage. Undeniable. Her laptop chimes. Another email. This one from the luxury car brand that partnered with her last month. The lease, the red bow, the glossy photo shoot. Effective immediately, we are terminating our partnership by the morals clause outlined in your agreement. The vehicle must be returned within 72 hours. She opens a second email. The watch brand, the same language, morals clause, immediate termination. A third email. The skincare company. Not suspension anymore. Termination with cause. They want the advance back. 5 figures she already spent. Kioma's hands shake as she closes the laptop. 2 years of building, 2 years of climbing, gone in 48 hours. Her phone buzzes. She ignores it. It buzzes again and again. Finally, she picks it up. A text from Femi. Delete everything. Say nothing. Legal will handle it. A text from her mother. People are calling me. What is happening? Kioma's chest tightens. She opens Instagram. Her follower count has dropped below 90,000. The comments are relentless. You sold us a fantasy built on lies. How many girls did you lead into this? You owe us the truth. She types a response, deletes it, types again. Nothing sounds right. Apologies feel hollow. Denials feel desperate. Silence feels like guilt. Her phone rings. Unknown number. She answers. Kioma, a woman's voice, professional, clipped. This is Temi Adebayo from the Creator Town Hall. We're hosting a live panel tomorrow on influence and integrity. We'd like you to participate. It's your chance to address this publicly. Kioma's throat tightens. I can't. You can. Or you let everyone else tell your story for you. Temi's voice softens. This is your one shot to control the narrative. After tomorrow, it's too late. The call ends. Kioma stares at the wall. Outside, the city glows with 1,000 lit windows. Behind each one, someone is probably scrolling, judging, deciding who she is based on 12 seconds of footage. She picks up her laptop and starts typing. Not an apology, not a denial, a statement. Carefully worded, lawyer approved, honest enough to survive, vague enough to protect. But across the internet, a flagship brand is drafting a press release. New influencer partnership rules. Full disclosure or no deal. Kioma's name is in the subject line. The fallout is just beginning. The creator town hall is held in a glass-walled auditorium downtown. 200 seats, 4 panelists, 1 moderator, and a live stream with 50,000 viewers watching in real time. Kioma sits in the second chair from the left, hands folded in her lap, wearing a simple black dress. No jewelry, no designer bag. Her face is bare except for light makeup. She looks smaller without the glam. The moderator, Temi Adebayo, opens with a question aimed at the room but meant for Kioma. We're here to talk about influence and integrity. What happens when the two don't align? The first panelist, a financial literacy creator, speaks about transparency. The second, a mom blogger, talks about the responsibility influencers have to young audiences. The third, a brand strategist, mentions morals clauses and accountability. Then Temi turns to Shioma. You've been at the center of a very public controversy this week. Leaked footage, lost partnerships. A lot of people feel betrayed. What do you want to say? The room goes silent. 50,000 people lean closer to their screens. Kioma's throat is dry. She reaches for the water glass in front of her and takes a slow sip. I want to start by saying I'm sorry. Her voice is steady but quiet. I built a brand around a lifestyle that looked effortless, but it wasn't. I attended private events, paid appearances that I never disclosed. I signed NDAs. I accepted money for proximity to wealthy individuals. I made it look like success was easy, and I know now that was misleading. Temi leans forward. Were these appearances illegal? No. Kioma shakes her head, but they weren't transparent. I should have disclosed the nature of the events I attended. I should have been honest about how I funded my lifestyle. I wasn't, and I'm sorry for that. The chat on the live stream explodes. Some comments are supportive, she's owning it. Others are skeptical, too little, too late. Another panelist speaks up. You built a following of young women who trusted you. What do you say to the girls who wanted to be like you? Kioma exhales slowly. I say I'm sorry. I didn't think about the impact. I was focused on keeping up appearances, on maintaining the image. I didn't realize I was setting an example that could hurt people. If I could go back, I'd do it differently. Temi's phone buzzes on the table. She glances at it, then looks at Kioma. A major brand just announced new influencer guidelines. Full disclosure of all paid partnerships and appearances, or no contract. Your name is specifically mentioned in the press release as the catalyst. How does that feel? Kioma's jaw tightens. She expected backlash. She didn't expect to become the industry's cautionary tale in real time. It feels necessary, she says finally. If my mistakes lead to better rules, then maybe something good comes from this. The town hall ends 30 minutes later. Kioma walks offstage to a mix of applause and silence. Her phone is flooded with notifications, some supportive, most critical. The flagship brand's press release is everywhere. Her contract is officially cancelled. The influencer industry just rewrote its rules because of her. She gets into a car and closes her eyes. The luxury is gone. The followers are leaving. The life she built is over. But she's still here, and she has to decide what comes next. Kioma stands in her walk-in closet, staring at the wall of designer bags. Hermes, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Gucci. Each one represents a compromise, a signed NDA, a photo with a stranger. They look like trophies. They feel like evidence. Her apartment is quieter now. The phone doesn't ring. The DMs have slowed to a trickle. Her follower count has dropped below 70,000. Brands have stopped reaching out. The life she curated is collapsing in slow motion. She pulls out her phone and opens her notes app. For 2 hours, she types. A new content plan. Not the polished fantasy. Not the blessed captions. Real money talk. Real budgets. Real timelines. The truth she should have been telling all along. Her first step is symbolic. She contacts a women's skills fundraiser, an organization that helps young women access education and training. She offers to donate most of her luxury bags. The coordinator is skeptical. Why now? Because I need to start over, Kioma says, and maybe someone else can get something useful out of these. The bags are picked up 2 days later. Kioma watches from her window as they are loaded into a van. The closet looks empty now. The apartment feels lighter. She sits down with her laptop and films a new video. No ring light, no perfect framing, just her in a plain t-shirt sitting on the floor. This is the hardest video I've ever made, she begins. For 2 years, I sold you a version of my life that wasn't real. I made it look easy. I made it look achievable. And I lied. Not with my words, but with my silence. She talks for 8 minutes about the NDAs, the yacht appearances, the paid proximity, the pressure to maintain the image. She doesn't justify it. She doesn't make excuses. She just tells the truth. I fooled myself into thinking I could keep this going forever, that no one would ask questions, that the fantasy was enough. She pauses. It wasn't. And I'm sorry. The video ends with a promise. From now on, I'm going to talk about money honestly. Real budgets, real work, real consequences. If you're still here, thank you. If you're not, I understand. She uploads it and closes her laptop. The response is mixed. Some people appreciate the honesty. Others say it's too late. A few brands quietly block her, but a handful of comments stand out. Thank you for finally being real. This is the content we needed. You're showing us it's okay to start over. Kioma reads every comment. For the first time in months, she feels like she's telling a story worth hearing. Not perfect, not polished, just true. Outside her window, the city glows. She doesn't have the yacht invites anymore. She doesn't have the designer closet. But she has something she hasn't had in 2 years. A choice. The market is loud and crowded, full of color and movement. Kioma walks through the stalls in a simple cotton dress and sneakers. No entourage, no cameras, just hair, a reusable tote, and a budget. She stops at a leather goods store. The bags are handmade, well stitched, practical, nothing like the luxury walls she used to own. She picks up a medium sized crossbody in caramel brown. It's sturdy, functional, honest. How much? She asks. The vendor, an older woman with kind eyes, names a price. It's less than 1% of what Kioma used to spend on a single bag. She pays in cash. Thank you, the vendor says, wrapping the bag in recycled paper. Kioma smiles. Thank you. She films a short video on her phone. No script, no edits, just her holding the bag, explaining what it cost, why she chose it, and what it represents. This is my new standard, she says into the camera. Real money, real work, real choices. I'm not going back to the fantasy. I'm building something different. She posts it. The response is quieter than the viral pics she used to chase, but it's warmer, more genuine. A few comments make her pause. I bought a bag like this last week. It felt like enough. Thank you for showing us we don't need luxury to be valuable. This is the Kioma I wish I'd followed 2 years ago. Kioma closes the app and walks through the market. She buys fresh vegetables, a loaf of bread, and a small bouquet of sunflowers. Everything fits in her new bag. Everything costs less than a single yacht appearance. That night, she sits on her apartment floor, editing a new series, The Real Budget Diaries. Episode 1 shows her grocery haul, her rent breakdown, her savings goal. No glam, no shortcuts, just the truth about building a life within your means. She uploads it and goes to bed early. Her follower count hovers around 60,000, half of what it was at its peak, but the engagement is higher. The comments are kinder. The pressure is gone. She walks to the market again. This time, she sees other young women, girls in modest dresses, carrying handmade bags, choosing vegetables, smiling at vendors. They are not chasing yachts. They are not signing NDAs. They are just living. Kioma picks up her caramel crossbody and adjusts the strap. It's simple. It's enough. At the end of the day, every other girl picked up their own modest handbags and learned to be content with what they have. She walks home under a clear sky, the city humming around her, and for the first time in a long time, she feels like herself. The end. What stood out for you in this story? Please let us know in the comment section. Remember to like the video and share it with your besties. Till next time.